I'm up. All right. Oh. Whoa. Well, hello, everyone. Is this a dream, or did we make our goal?
What?
What?
Hello, everyone. Yay!
We got a view!
Because
Wait a minute, we didn't make
you.
our goal.
What?
We did more than our goal.
We exceeded our goal of $3,000, and that's all thanks to all of you.
All of you.
Thank you so much.
So much.
Oh my gosh, that was so exciting. Yes, let's see, it was around midnight last night that we received a $500 donation from Amy Beecham. Thank you so much, Amy Beecham. Thank you, Mom. and we also got some donations overnight. The Falls family, thank you so much for your $100 donation. Gabby and Alma, thank you so much for your $20 donation.
Thank you.
And Daniel and B, thank you so much for your $10 donation. I'm not missing anyone, am I?
I think that was everyone.
Yes. So, wow, what a journey it has been. And we're just so happy to have met our goal and to have had yet another successful telethon.
Yay.
Already looking forward to our third annual telethon.
I guess we'll have to do another one now.
Yes.
It worked again, so keep doing it till it works.
Oh, I see Olivia is here with us. Good morning, Olivia.
Good morning.
And of course, anyone else joining us for Good Morning History as we celebrate the conclusion of our telethon, do let us know by saying hello in the chat, of course. And look, Leslie just messaged us and said we got a $25 donation from Diane Walker for the historic character raffle.
Nice.
That's an excellent. So let me add
that.
All right, so it's going to be 3205, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
I think that looks right.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much, Diane. Oh, and we have Ben from our Homeschool Connection class.
Good morning,
Hey,
Ben.
Good morning.
Are you wearing your future historian shirt this day? We saw Ben wearing his future historian shirt at one of our last classes, and I just love it. And Sue is here with us as well, saying, I'm jealous of your onesies, right? Yes, I know. There we go.
Mine even has a foot.
Get my onesie hood too. There we go. Oh, and Ben is indeed wearing his future historian shirt. That's awesome. Well, y'all, this has been such a fun event, and a lot of you, I was very happy to see that a lot of you were with us for like a long time, a large part of our telethon. So we really appreciate you hanging out with us for basically the entire day and night.
Yeah. Right.
We hope that any of our night owls enjoyed our midnight streams of the history of the domestic cat. You learned about the Lewis and Clark expedition, Civil War camp food, all sorts of things. So, my goodness, what has been y'all's favorite part of this telethon so far? Glenn, we'll start with you. What's been your favorite?
Put me on the spot. I just woke up. Oh, I think it was getting to see all the old crew again.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
David and Sue and Olivia and Gabby and Ben showing up and all the folks that
Terry and Carol
I know,
and
Gabby and Alma.
I know and Alma. Yes, it's been really awesome.
We may have to change the name next year from Telethon to Old Home Week.
Yes.
Old Home Week. Is that a history thing I don't get?
It's an old and Southern thing. It's
Ah.
when everyone comes for a family reunion.
Oh
basically.
yeah,
Old
Home Week. Yeah. Oh, and Cody is here with us. Hey, Cody. Hey. Cody was hanging out with us late last night, watching the telethon programs. We last night, if you didn't join us late into the evening, we had a very interesting program on the history of drunkenness and alcohol over the ages with Glenn. That was super interesting.
We came up with another live stream, which I think is just going to be illustrations of vomiting through history. Because there are a lot of them.
There are surprising.
Yes.
I think I'm okay.
I think I'm gonna
if
pass.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
one.
I think I'm gonna
it's a
pass on
part
that.
of, yeah, I'll do that one.
Okay.
That's
I was
We
gonna
won't
say, 'cause
have-
I will just end up getting sick.
Yeah.
If I,
I
have
I
to
don't
look
think
at
we
all
need
this.
any live demonstrations.
No.
Personally,
These are all
no historical
stills.
reenactments.
No.
No, not at all. But y'all, thank you so much. This has been great. I would say my favorite part, I really enjoyed our live trivia yesterday.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
super fun. It was probably the most people we've ever had participate in a live trivia. And yeah, I just loved exploring American history through the answers that we learned. So that was my personal favorite. What about you, Marie?
Well, I can't take both of yours. Let's see.
That's why going first is good.
I really loved the historic fashion presentation.
Oh
that we
yeah,
got to do
yeah, that was
yesterday.
so much
It
fun.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, 100 years
Yes.
of fashion from hoop skirts to mini skirts. That was definitely an awesome
I
program.
enjoyed that program and doing that, and I'm still just really proud of the name, like hoop skirts to mini
Yes,
skirts.
it's so
Like
cute.
I just think because it demonstrates the 100-year transition of skirts drastically changed.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when you were filming that, did you spend more time talking to the camera, or did you spend more time getting into and out of outfits?
I think getting into and out of
Yeah,
outfits.
right.
Because I also did my hair for all
Right,
of them
yes,
too.
Yes.
So it was a process filming it.
Yeah, right. It was super fun. And here we are, folks. $3,205. We are so excited that we have exceeded our goal. Thanks to all of y'all. Oh, and we also have Carol with us. Hello, Carol. Good morning. So, folks, we are looking forward to 2022. It almost sounds strange to say because
It does not feel like a real year
I
yet.
know, right? Yeah, the whole time soup thing. Time has been weird. Our part of history has been a strange journey, but we're so happy that you've come along with us. But we are looking forward to 2022, and if you have any programs or topics or people you think we should interview, then we want to know about it. If you caught our History of the Domestic Cat program, that was a request by y'all. We had several requests for the history of cats that came up in our Lo-Fi History program. So if there's anything a topic we have not addressed yet that you're really curious about, then do let us know. And because we're going to be having our big brainstorming meeting for 2022 live streams, and we're really excited for what that's gonna offer us. All right, okay, great, yes.
Is everything still working?
Yes, everything's
Okay.
good. Yeah. I'm just checking the chat.
Oh, Libba started like scrolling through and pushing buttons, and we're like,
Oh yeah, I just realized I wasn't caught up on the chat. Hello everyone. So we also wanted to give a special thanks to the Ada Mae Ivester Education Centers.
Yay.
Yes.
So thank you so much to the Ada Mae Ivester Education Center for all of the support they have provided us. If you've ever gone to our free family days, then that is thanks to them. And you can see that, we do a lot of historic interpretation during our family days. And it's always an awesome event. And we have our next family day is going to be all about a Christmas carol.
Yes.
So a very Dickensian Christmas, which we're really looking forward to. And of course, we also want to thank the Cottrell Digital Studio. What would we be without the Cottrell Digital Studio? The Cottrell Digital Studio has made it possible for all of us to reach you and to reach thousands now of students across Georgia. So that is, and I am particularly thankful for the Cottrell Digital Studio because that is the reason that I am here at the History Center, and it has been a wonderful way to bring my really weird set of skills to something that I love.
And the only thing, well, there's not a bad thing about the studio, but part of the frustrating thing, and most of you out in the ether of the internet understand this, it's hard to track the impact of the digital stuff, right? Because we know, like the pre-filmed webisodes that we have, we know people that we can see that they're downloaded, but we don't know if there's one person watching, if there's a whole class watching every time they
Right.
download. So we only have the number of views. We don't have the number of people that have actually watched them. So we don't know, but we're glad they're out there. We're glad people are making use of them. They constantly get downloaded. You know, we can kind of track y'all when you tune in live. But
Yes.
but all the other things, it's tough to know. But they do seem to be working. People do seem to be taking advantage of those on a very, very frequent basis.
Yeah, I can't remember the numbers that we had, but like one of our webisodes, I think it's the Lewis and Clark one, has like over 30,000 views. I'm
Right,
just like, what?
which is a big deal for us.
That's a big
Yeah.
deal for us. And yeah, you know, that also brings to mind with our webisodes, if there's any topics that you want us to address with that as well. I see that Ben wants us to cover the space race. Yes, that
We
would be
talked about
super
doing
fun, and
Yes.
that is a
That'd have to be a multi-part.
Yeah, of course.
yes.
Yeah.
We
Have
had
to do
a
at least one for every, Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a really cool special exhibit celebrating the 50th, was it, anniversary
Yes.
a couple of years ago? Yeah, that Leslie put together, but having a live stream program would be awesome about the space race. And then Carol also says, interview Billy Roper, a talking rock artist and carver. Oh, that's cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know what talking rock means, but I'm
Is that a
very
place?
curious. That might be a place. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's
Yeah.
in caps. Yeah. That,
Yeah. That's over. Isn't that over near Jasper and around that area? Maybe I'm misremembering.
Is Jasper up or down?
It's over from
Over?
us.
Oh, okay.
Over there. Oh, cool. I'm taking a look at it. I just Googled him, taking a look at his art. That's fascinating. That's absolutely beautiful. Very cool. Well, thank you for the suggestion. Yeah. And of course, we love to know what your favorite programs have been over this past year. I'm gonna take a look at what our live stream programs have been, because even I cannot remember all of them. So
I made a list one time. I'm like, wow, we did a lot.
yeah, right.
Yes.
That phrase comes up a lot, I think, here. It's like, wow, we do quite a lot, but it's because we love what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. Again, brag on the staff, including Leslie this time.
Oh, yes.
We're a close-knit bunch. There's not a lot of bureaucracy that goes on. And so, we'll be, I don't know, getting a cup of tea or coffee from the kitchen. It's like, hey, you know what would be a good idea? We should do this. And they're like, well, then let's do that.
Exactly, yes.
And I found that one of the most important parts of my job as the director, and the unfortunate parts, is to say no. Right? No, we can't do that. We're already doing 1, 2, and 3. We can't do 5, 6,
I know,
and 10.
right? Yeah, right.
We
No,
have lots of
guys.
ideas.
Right.
Yes.
We just, and so it's tough because all the ideas are good, but we sort of have to, well,
You
I
have
don't
to
always succeed in doing that either. It's like, yes, let's do
I know,
all that.
right? We
You
wanna
have to
do so
manage
much.
resources.
I have to
Yes.
manage resources.
One
yes.
of which being time.
Yes. But we are super excited to do more programs, and Leslie is taking note of the chat as you put in your ideas. So Olivia has a great idea, the history of the United States Postal Service. That
Oh,
would be
yeah.
fascinating.
Yes.
Yes, so we've got that. Leslie is taking note of the chat. Cody says, how about in a nutshell history of Babylon?
Oh.
That would be really
That
cool.
would be a lot,
Yes.
but very cool.
Babylon
Yes.
5, the television show?
No. You can do that in your own time.
Okay, sure.
And Vanessa says a World War II camp. I don't think, did we do World War II? We did World
That
War
was
I.
this year. Yes, this year.
Yes.
We did
Yes.
a World War
That's
II
right.
camp,
That's
a virtual
right. Of
World War II
course.
camp.
Yes.
And long ago, we did an in-person World War II camp over a week.
Oh, cool.
Live.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done that. And you're right, they're very popular and people love them because you can do not just the military stuff, you get the home front and you get the kids doing the stuff that their age would have been doing during the war, and it's one of those aha
Yeah.
click moments.
Yeah, that would be really cool. We've also got Olivia says the evolution of canons. Oh, that would be
Oh.
fascinating.
That would be fun.
And
Canon.
and Ben says more about the Mayans. That was one of Ben's favorite topics in our homeschool history class recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking, I don't feel like we've had a chance to really tout homeschool history, and so I'm going to grab some photos from homeschool history so you can see what that is all about. And Marie, why don't you tell us how did homeschool history start, and what's it been like since our first American history course?
Yes, so back in 2020, we did some virtual summer camps, and they were so much fun, and we had so many kids that came to all of them, and were sad when it ended, and I was also sad when it ended. And the kids basically asked, can we do something during the school year? Can we do something to keep this going? And I was like, I'll figure something out.
Yes.
So we went and we had a meeting, and we talked about doing a homeschool kind of connection course. We started off with American history because most of what we do or the camps were American history related. I think the first year we did American Rev, War, Civil War, and Frontier.
Yes.
And these are structured things that Marie puts together.
Yeah.
They're like,
this is a course.
yeah, it's a literal course over the course of these academic school year.
There's a syllabus, there's lesson plans, there's quizzes.
And we meet weekly, which is so much fun. So I'll show you a few images from this year, our world history course. So of course, starting out, we began with what is history and discussing what exactly is history. It's
because we were talking about prehistory.
Yes, exactly.
So we had to figure out what prehistory is versus what history is.
Yeah. And then going into the recipe for a civilization. So we learned about the patterns that we were going to see in all of these civilizations and cultures around the world. And so far, we are weeks and months into Homeschool Connection world history, and definitely all of the cultures that we have studied, we get to see how the patterns that they have, and all of their ingredients for their recipe of civilization. And here's another example of what we, Ben, you'll like this because it was in our Mayans, Aztecs, and Inca culture program. And we've got plenty more for the coming year, which is exciting.
It's true. I just finished the syllabus for that one.
Yeah.
It'll go out soon.
Yeah. And of course, if you are a homeschool family, our YouTube channel is also an excellent resource for y'all. There's lots and lots of our past programs. And if you, of course, if you become a digital member, you have even more access to other programs, many of which are great for homeschool or just general audience programs. So, I see. Ben says, yay!
Yeah, so basically world history came out of American history because we had been with these kids a whole year, and then it's like, we don't want to say goodbye just yet.
Right.
So, and then we also had requests from the parents and students saying, okay, well, next up in our curriculum is world history. Can we do that? And we're like, yes.
Sure.
Yes, we can.
And that's one of the cool things about, having this connection with our community, virtual and here in Hall County, is that y'all get to collaborate with us, which is really cool.
We really listen to your suggestions and take them into account and see if we can do it, because we're here to serve you, our community. We want to be your pathway to history education, and that's what I really feel like Homeschool Connection is a very, very direct way of being our community's pathway for education.
Absolutely.
We get behind you and push you down the pathway whether you want to go or not. That's what a Homeschool Connections is.
Yeah. Oh, cool. We've got some other ideas. So, Terry brings up the Lincoln Douglas debates. That would be very cool.
I have a whole book. I could Okay, so when I was a freshman at UGA, I got to have a class with Dr. Stephen Barry.
Oh, yeah.
Who normally does not do freshman giant classes. And he is fantastic and wrote the book on Stephen Douglas debates. I almost went to his office hours and had him sign it, but I thought that might be a bit much.
Well, you do that right before finals, so he remembers
there
you.
Yeah.
Now,
but I still have the book.
we have a Lincoln.
We do, yes, Robert
We would just
Keel,
need to find a Douglas.
We need to find a
We could do a
Douglas.
historical reenactment of said debates that I have transcribed by Dr. Barry.
Yes.
Now,
That would be pretty neat.
I'm gonna
That would
see
be
what
really
what does Stephen Douglas
He's short.
look like? Okay.
He's short and
we
he
have-
has hair.
He has like quite the wavy hair.
Yeah.
Ah, yes,
he has a
I
very
see.
distinct hairstyle.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah, I think we might have someone in mind in our cast. That would be a good Stephen Douglas. We'll talk to them. That would be really cool.
Do a whole program on that.
That would be neat.
Yeah. Oh, Carol mentions pyramids around the world. That's a great
Oh.
idea. That's because there's so many. There are
Ziggurats.
yes, we learned
pyramids,
about those.
temples. We learned, and we're like, don't these all look similar? And isn't that strange? That
Yeah.
Civilizations thousands of miles apart that had no recollection of each other.
Aliens.
Yes, obviously. Aliens, yes.
We're not the History Channel.
I know. Come on.
Good
History
thing,
Channel.
too.
I know, right? Oh, History Channel.
Oh, ancient aliens on the History Channel.
Yes.
Next year we'll have, let's see, Ice Road Chicken Truckers.
Yep.
We'll have
I mean,
we'll have an alien show.
Yes.
Something about like really, really big river monsters.
Yes.
Yes.
Lake Lanier 6-foot-long catfish monsters.
Yes.
You just go watch Glenn and I go antiquing.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
Now,
That would actually be fun,
be really cool.
Nose pickers.
Nose
We'll
pickers.
call it.
Nose pickers, yes.
We've got a nose for antiques and we're ready to use it.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of.
Now, to.
We love you, History Channel. Please
yes.
don't sue us.
Yes, please don't sue us. But yeah,
We
so.
could do a channel. We could do a show for you. That is,
Yeah, exactly.
not
And-
about chicken truckers. I mean, we are Gainesville. They go
know,
by
right.
us a lot.
Yeah, they do those
Right.
sad chicken trucks.
Yeah.
But enough about sad chickens. Now, we've had so many programs over the past year, and I'm taking a look at all of them. I mean, we have made a short film of the yellow wallpaper that hopefully you saw. We had Halloween specials for our members, like the origins of vampires and women of the spiritualism movement. Of course, we have our lo-fi history streams. We have done Women of World War II, political cartoons of Thomas Nast, which, if you're not familiar with who that is, you would definitely recognize his work. In fact, I believe probably the most recognizable one was the classic Uncle Sam. Is that right? Or
Not the flag World War I recruiting poster.
Right,
but
not that one.
But the first Uncle Sam, you would. Yeah, these are in all history textbooks. They're all over the place. If you saw a picture of a Nast cartoon, you'd go, "Oh, I didn't know that's who that was."
yeah, we've done the history of puppetry. That was one of my favorite
Yeah.
live streams that we did because it was so cool. We got to interview people, puppeteers from across the country and the world, because I got the chance to interview a wonderful puppeteer in India, and so you got to see the different cultures and how puppets have been used in Japan as well. That's right. We interviewed someone who was in Japan
Right.
as well. That was
He,
just so
he's an
cool.
American, but
Yeah.
he was in Japan because he's sort of been accepted into the family of Japanese puppeteers.
Was it Bunraku?
Yeah, Bunraku.
Yeah, that was
yes.
so cool. So if there are other topics, I feel like history offers us basically an infinite amount of topics, and sometimes the more niche ones are, I mean, the most fascinating. Like, and even the ones that may not sound the most interesting become really fascinating too. Like. Banking, credit, and money in colonial America, or whatever, or early America, I think it was. Like, it sounds stuffy, but it was really fascinating, and you got to see like the replica money that
Right.
that Glenn has.
And how you
everything.
the key is to bring it up to modern times, right? Well, when you
Yeah.
go buy something, how do you buy something? We use a credit card. Here's how hard credit was in the 1770s.
Right.
People are like, "Wow,
Yeah,
that piece of plastic is handy."
exactly. And of course, I don't think we have mentioned once that we have a fantastic podcast.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah, how silly of us.
I know
Do
it's
that
like
all the time.
oh yeah, the other like thing that we do. Like, so I did want to tout our podcast as well. I know that we've had a few really cool programs recently. I'm trying to find. Let me put up a picture of some of our latest podcast episodes. The last one that we had was about Tudor England,
Right.
but more specifically just life in the in Tudor England and how the the royals affected the lives of everyone else. But yeah,
It's good to be the king.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, let me. We have plenty of podcast episodes, and if you want to check that out, it's at thenagainpodcast.com. And here we go. I wanted to find some examples of the podcast.
And these are
here
all
it is.
designed to be the length of the average commute.
That's-
Right? So
yes,
they run
yes.
between 20 and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's a
So
great thing to
it's
mention.
not something you have to you have to invest heavily in.
Yeah.
But you download one and you're going to be through it pretty quick. But
Yeah.
it's pretty focused.
So we have fun topics like Tales of the Renaissance Festival. So Glenn and Marie talking about their experiences at Ren Fest. We had a really great podcast about quilt work and with an artist who makes modern quilts, but they're very much based in the historic tradition of quilts. And we also had a podcast with me about the fascinating life of Juliette Lowe, the founder of the Girl Scouts. And this was our most recent one with Dr. Luthman about life in the House of Tudor. We've had Dr. Richard Byers on for the Anzacs of World War I, and those were soldiers in Australia.
Those were Australian and New Zealand soldiers in the Great War.
Yeah,
Yes.
and other interesting topics like speculating about the future of history and how technology helps us to teach and educate folks about history. So all sorts of really awesome topics. Thank you, Leslie, for putting the podcast link in the Facebook chat. So do check out our podcast. We've been really happy with the reception of it as well. So that's another great opportunity to let us know what topics you would like us to explore and what you'd like to learn about.
Because we have, how many episodes are there now? There's
Oh my goodness, we're reaching our 100th. Let me see, we have 92
There you go.
episodes.
Yeah.
So
We should
yeah.
have like a, I don't know, to do when we have our 100.
When we
Oh, yeah.
have our
Yeah.
100th, yes.
Yes, we should definitely have a podcast celebration of some sort. But yeah, so many fascinating topics. I'm looking at all of them now. The golden age of pirates, the geological history of Appalachia.
That was Geo Jim.
Yes,
yeah.
that was Geo Jim. Yes, the why the Victorians loved ghosts. So all sorts of really awesome topics on Then Again podcasts, which is great for, like Glenn was saying, to listen in your car. They're 20-minute episodes, so you can just go one after the other with how much time that you have. If it's a short amount of time, then they're perfect bite-size history pieces. So yeah. Now, are there any topics that y'all are looking forward to in 2022 that you? I know that Marie, we've been talking about some like Georgia history
Yeah.
stuff. That would be really cool. Oh, Cody actually just said the history of the Northeast Georgia History Center
Oh,
would be
that'd be
cool. That's a cool idea.
That's not a bad idea.
yeah, that's a great idea,
Yeah,
Cody.
we can do that.
Yeah, please add that to the list, Leslie.
I know that we've come up with, over the last 24 hours, we keep saying, hey, put that on the list.
I
put that
know,
on the list.
yeah. I noticed that, yeah. So we use Slack, and it's been great for us because we can just throw in our ideas for programs in our Slack channel, and we have. I mean, if I keep scrolling, it's going to be a while till I reach the top of all of these ideas.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, we've got, the Harlem Renaissance as an idea that would be really cool. The life and experience of sharecroppers, the Teapot Dome scandal, ancient, ancient Greek culture, ancient Greek theater, the history of bread.
Yeah.
I love bread.
The music of Aaron Copland, the DeSoto expedition. So there is like literally endless
The
amounts.
world is our oyster. as it
Exactly.
were.
Truly is.
Yeah.
Gavi suggests the history of schooling and public school. We've actually, I think we have that in our list from a lo-fi history stream.
Yeah.
We get a lot of ideas from you during our lo-fi history program too. And Oh, Sue mentions the Silver Boom and Westward expansion. Yes.
See, yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That's a big deal.
Thomas, hey Thomas, says Thomas was really into hearing more about the Mexican experience and view of the Alamo. That would be fascinating too. Yes.
Ooh, yes. Why don't we do that one right now? So there was
and
Texas.
An hour later, yes. But of course, we're looking forward to 2022, and your donations have really helped us feel quite confident about that. And not just your donations from the telethon. Y'all have been helping and supporting us throughout this year. We've been having our monthly raffles with all sorts of really cool historic objects and books and things from our gift shop. And y'all have really helped us feel like we have a community that is going to support us, especially through these tougher times that we are getting out of. It's so great to see people coming back to the History Center, school groups coming back, and it really helps us feel like we got this. We can do this because we have y'all as a support system too. Yeah. Oh, the Erie Canal, Olivia says. The Erie Canal. That would be interesting, too. Maybe that brings up the Panama Canal as well. And
famous canals.
Famous canals of history.
Yes.
How did we get a canal?
Yes.
What effect do they have?
Exactly.
Actually, quite large effects.
Yes. Now, I did want to mention that even though we have exceeded our goal, we will gladly accept your donations. If you have not had a chance to donate yet, but you would still like to support
the raffles
us.
Still haven't
Oh,
happened
the
yet.
Yes,
raffles,
exactly.
yes.
So, in fact, why don't we go through our raffles, because we're going to be announcing the winner near the end of this hour, and it is not too late to enter the raffle using the link below. And just so y'all aren't confused or anything, so when you go to our donation link, you put in the amount that you want first. So if you want to just get one raffle ticket, you can just put in $5. If you want to get $20 worth of tickets, and then once you click that donate button, you'll be able to see which raffle you want to be entered into. So let's take a look at the raffle items we have. We have Remnants of America's Southeast Aboriginals by Mari E. Miller III. And this is a really awesome book. It's a hardcover book, and it's a fair size as well. And that's what I really like, the fact that it's a larger book, because the images and illustrations that it is chock full of are absolutely fascinating. I felt like I was going through a museum exhibit, and the language of the text is also very approachable.
I mean, the size and quality is a coffee table book,
Yeah.
but it has good historic content as well.
Yes. So
Not just a picture book.
It's the dream.
Exactly.
It's the dream.
Yeah. Yeah. So of course that's why we picked it. So, and this explores the history of the ancient Southeast tribes of the Paleo and Mississippian cultures. So these are essentially the ancestors of modern day Native American tribes in the Southeast. And the history behind that is absolutely fascinating, because these were complex societies that we really don't appreciate enough through the education we have about Native American cultures. We tend to kind of focus on those that maybe like 1700s and upward, but to go back to the roots of these civilizations that were here for thousands of years.
Right, and that's one of the things I talk about this in class, and we talk about this when we do programs here. As Elizabeth said, these are complex, interconnected civilizations, and beyond what most people appreciate. And we think of the Cherokees and the Creeks, but the Cherokee and the Creeks and the Choctaw and those tribes are basically the post-apocalyptic remnants of a once vast civilization.
Yeah.
I mean, they really, it's not a pejorative against those tribes,
Right.
but it's just to give you some kind of perspective, and that's what this book does a great job of.
Yes, so that is one of our raffle items. Next up, we have our NC White Postcards Set. So if you didn't catch our NC White program, this is from our latest special exhibit, and probably one of the largest acquisitions that we've had at the History Center.
Oh, this is the largest acquisition we've had since I've been here.
Wow, yeah.
It's so
it's just so exciting to have these here.
Yes. So these are, I mean, we have thousands of glass negatives and of these photos and portraits of N.C. White, the studio that was here in Gainesville at the turn of the century. And he photographed folks from all walks of life. So it's, and not just taking their picture. I mean, you can see these are their pose, their art, they're pieces of art, really. And we have a really awesome postcard set, and you also get an 11 by 14 print of your choice from one of your favorite photos from the selection that we have. So that is also up for grabs for the raffle. Ben, looking at you, you can attest to our Future Historian Kids T-shirt. I love this shirt, and we also have the our Franklin D. Roostervelt plushie. So this is our kids bundle, and we have sizes in youth sizes, extra small to extra large. So you can enter that for the future historian in your life. And we also have a vintage pattern apron that was handmade by Marie. And I really love this apron. It's absolutely beautiful. Sort of a 1940s, this is for 1940s style in a floral blue and yellow pattern. Definitely want to enter this raffle, whether it's a gift for someone. This would make an excellent gift, or for yourself, of course. So we have the beautiful, beautiful apron.
And that's from an actual 1940 simplicity pattern, right?
It is from a reproduction of an original.
Gotcha, yes.
So Simplicity and Butterick, they've been doing this really fun thing where they basically have just been reprinting their old patterns.
Oh, fun.
And calling and then have a whole section called Vintage in their pattern catalog books.
Oh, nice.
Which whenever they have pattern sales, I might just buy all of that they allow that I.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun.
And then our last raffle item, this is really cool. This is an in-person or a virtual program with a historic character, or if you prefer more of a lesson type of program, we can certainly offer that as well. We have many, many options of historic characters to choose from. Of course, we have a selection below that you can see. So, for instance, if you saw our British Freedom program last night, we could do Mary Musgrove, the Civil War soldier and nurse experience. We have the deerskin trade program. We could do a live cooking demonstration for you with Marie. So there are all sorts of programs that you can take advantage of. And you can also learn about like 18th and 19th century daily life. Take your hand at spinning and weaving, or even blacksmithing, corn grinding, candle making, you name it. So this would be a fantastic program for your friends and family. So those are our raffles. And of course, if you are still waiting to donate, we have lots and lots of donation rewards starting at $5. Our cute sticker and signed postcard from us. You get our FDR sticker. Moving up to $20, you can get our FDR plushie or our History Center flashlight keychain. Going into the $50 range, you can get our History Nerd water bottle plus all of those goodies. And we also have a $50 kids bundle. So instead of the water bottle, you get our historic cup and ball game, which is really fun. And with the $100 level, you can get all of those goodies plus a 1-year digital membership for you or a friend. Moving on to $200, we have all of those goodies plus basically this is our History Nerd package. So yes. You can get the History Nerd notebook, the embroidered hat, and the water bottle plus the digital membership and all those goodies. And then going into our $500 level, all of what we've talked about, plus that in-person or virtual program and live stream credits in our live streams for 2022. And of course, if you want to go in and give us $1,000, then you get everything that we have talked about, plus 2 Taste of History tickets. That's our annual gala. You get recognition on our Partners and Friends board and a signed copy of Hall County in World War II by Glenn Kyle.
Yay.
So it's not too late to donate. So we hope that if you haven't had a chance, that now is your chance, indeed, especially for the raffles, because we will be selecting the winner of those raffles.
If you like to wait until the last minute, this is the last
This
minute.
is the last minute. This is the last minute.
This is us giving you the warning.
Yes,
It
yes.
is the last moment.
Now, speaking of raffles, I will need time to get all the names together, and we have an online, random selector. So, Glenn and Marie, I am going to leave it to y'all while I get our raffle set up. And of course, if y'all have, Cody says the Hall County book is great. Thank you, Cody.
Thanks.
Yeah. And, oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie also mentioned that we do have our holiday sale for our digital memberships. So you've probably seen this image a million times by now if you've been watching our telethon. But only $20.
There's one of those Thomas Nast illustrations just for the record.
That's right. Yes,
the boss tweed with a $ head.
Yes. So these are actually representative of programs that we have done for our digital members. So the political cartoons of Thomas Nast. We've done a special on the women in military service. We've done medieval manuscripts. You could meet Frederick Douglass through our historic character portrayals. And I believe that was from our Thanksgiving fact versus fiction that we recently did. So please do take advantage of our holiday sale for digital memberships. This is an excellent gift. You are gifting an entire year of edutainment to someone for just $20. So
And we can, if you want to do this as a gift, we can send you like a little graphic of a coupon.
Absolutely.
You could tuck in their stocking or something like
yeah,
that.
exactly. So we hope you'll take advantage of that. You can buy our digital memberships either using the link below, or if you need to wait for a later date, but not too late, because the holiday sale ends on December 25th.
24th.
24th, yeah.
Well, Santa has to have
Santa
time
has
to
to
get
have it, right.
presented up.
That's right. But you can go to our website and buy this. This is going on through until the 24th.
So, yes, Christmas Eve.
Yes,
Ho, ho, ho.
indeed. So do take advantage of that. But for right now, I'm going to disappear for a second and get our raffles going, because we are nearing the end. And but if you do enter our raffle, I can easily throw your name in the online bag, so to speak. So don't worry. But we'll probably announce the winner at like 8:55.
Right, what time?
It is
Okay.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. You got
About
10 minutes to
10
enter
minutes,
the
everyone.
raffle. All right. So, and of course, while we have Marie and Glenn here, if you have any questions for Glenn and Marie about any of the programs that you've watched during the telethon, or what it's like to be a working historian, what it's like to be someone at a museum, especially a small regional museum like the Northeast Georgia History Center, then go ahead and throw those into the chat. And yeah, all right. So, and away I go.
Bye.
We're in charge now.
What do we do?
We can do anything we want. Well, oh, she's
You
still
want us
there.
to
Oh,
tell
goodness.
history jokes? We can try to tell history jokes.
Oh,
I felt like when I'm on a stool with a microphone, I feel kind of like a stand-up comic.
right.
Like how they do that, even though I have no idea how
How many
to stand up.
centurions does it take to cross the road?
How many?
I.
It's
a Latin joke. I, V, VI. I'm going to stop now.
Do I need to come back?
No. Well, no, that's the thing. So, working here at the Northeast Georgia History Center, it is, as we've said, it's a small crew, and we've got a great crew here, but everyone has to pick up and do lots of different things, because any of you who have worked in nonprofits know this, and any of you who haven't may be surprised to learn at the bottom of every single job description, including the executive director, it says other duties as assigned. right? And so because we're a small crew, we have to do all sorts of things. So what's the weirdest thing I've had you do so far, Marie?
Oh,
Sorry.
That's okay.
we actually it was funny because Libba and I were actually writing scripts, kind of off this theme where we do lots of interesting things.
Right.
And one of the skits that I wrote for this, which you will see if coming in the future, perhaps, is how college prepared me for this job, but also didn't, because I do things like I don't know how to light a forge.
Right.
Like college didn't teach me how to light a blacksmith forge and make hand-dipped candles. A basket weaving class would have actually been nice.
Right, actually, yeah, right.
Yeah, like that would have actually been helpful for some of the things that I do here. I don't think it's strange anymore because this is just my daily life. But then
Right.
if I told people like, oh yeah, like today I'm going to go and I'm going to get dressed up like I'm a woman from the mid 1800s, and then I'm going to go outside, I'm going to dip candles, and I'm going to crochet some and talk to the public about doing that. Like, that's not everyone's every day.
No, and then like we're getting ready for a Christmas parade here in
Yes.
Gainesville. What did you do last night that has nothing to do with any class you probably took in college?
Oh, how do you hear a banner to another banner?
Right. It's amazing how much those kindergarten and first grade skills come into play in this job.
Answer, spray adhesive.
Yeah.
And PVC pipe.
Right. So,
Where
but-
you just start looking through and zip ties. You also need zip ties.
Zip ties keep they're the 21st century duct tape.
Yes.
I think. But there's all sorts of things. Some of them glamorous, like putting a banner onto another banner or
Yes.
getting to dress up and light a forge. Some
Yeah.
of them not so
And sometimes
glamorous.
I think this is also the strangest costume I've worn is a unicorn onesie
Well, that's
being live streamed.
at least you're not having to interpret the life of.
So in the medieval
Unicorns.
age, there were horses with horns, mostly mythical.
And then they were all killed by evil men.
It's true.
Yes.
very
No.
sad.
So, that's the thing. So we're always having to fill in. One of the most interesting things I've had to do is at the White Path Cabin. There are, of course, we have to worry about runoff and drains. It's a historic roof, so it all goes, and we've got little like catch basins to get
Under chains. Because they're rain chains.
right.
I get questions about those all the time. They're like,
Well,
why are there chains?
they're not totally authentic to the 1820s, but they do a really good job, like they're supposed to
They
keep
look
the
historical.
water off the structure and from the foundation. But one day, I think this is before any of y'all got here. Someone said, "Oh, it's horrible." I'm like, "What?" Like there's a dead squirrel who's drowned in one of the catch basins, and someone needs to get it out. So I go down there, and I'm not going to reach in there and get it, right? So I have to go, and I think I find the end of an old hay fork in the blacksmith shop, and I just have to reach down in there and this squirrel had not just passed away. This squirrel had probably been in there all weekend. So I had to like take the squirrel and then chuck it into some more nondescript area of the History Center campus. It's stuff like that. It's
that
rewarding.
You just don't think about.
It's rewarding, yes, and there's so many things. And there was one of my first events here. We had some volunteers helping with getting the food and everything ready, and this was a big donor event, and people were coming in. And the volunteer, bless her heart, she was very helpful, but she had brought a chocolate fountain for nice things to make it nice, and she went and to heat up the chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So that it would flow through the chocolate fountain. So she had gone in and put it in the microwave in the break room. Well, she put it in too long, and the chocolate, I'm not sure if it actually caught on fire, but it got really hot and started to put off smoke. And the fire alarm picked up the smoke and set the fire alarm off. I had only been here 2 weeks. I didn't know where the switches were, how to deal with the fire system, nothing. Now, the sprinklers didn't come on. But here, the donors are showing up in their coats and ties at the exact same time that the fire department and all their gear is showing up to come in. It's like, it's okay. It's just I didn't know how to stop the fire department, right? So these are the things you learn on the job very quickly.
I think I had a similar experience one of my first couple weeks here too.
Yeah.
Where for some reason our alarm just liked to go off.
Right.
There was a period of time where our alarm just decided that it wanted to go off, and that also happened to be like my first couple weeks here. So there was just times where it would just go off randomly. One of which I think we had it during Gainesville Reads, and I'm like running around telling the children like, it's okay, like the building is not on fire.
Ignore the alarm.
Ignore the
this
alarm.
time.
This time. Only this time though. But it was just, it's so loud, which is good because it
Right.
gets people's attention. But also when you're trying to do something else,
Right.
it's a little hard.
But yeah, there's always a challenge at nonprofits and folks having to do things that are not necessarily in the job description except for that caveat, which is why.
Yeah, like figuring out how to refill the tornado machine.
Yes, I've got to go water the tornado. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Because we've got a tornado simulator for in the gallery. But that's why actually getting to focus on and do historic programs and talk to our audiences is such a big deal to us.
Yes.
When we're not literally putting out fires or
creating tornadoes.
Creating tornadoes or digging drowned dead squirrels out of a big pile of water.
Or lighting fires.
We get to do this. and that makes all the difference. And it makes the job fun. I mean, all the things makes the job fun. And you've heard Libba mention this, and Marie will probably back me up. You don't get into this line of work because you want to get rich. You get into it because you have a passion for it. And finding other people to interact with, even if it's digitally, that share that passion is incredibly rewarding and makes everything we do that much more fulfilling, that much more fun, and that much more meaningful.
Yes.
And that's folks like y'all.
Yeah.
Getting to know you.
Which is just why it's so great to see so many familiar names and usernames appearing in the chat and on Twitch and doing the trivia with y'all. It's so fun, and it makes us feel like they do. They know us. They care.
That's another thing. That's another members only live stream we could do. We could turn the camera around and show them the basement, the terrace level.
Oh.
And we could show them all the digital studio and sort of how it works, and kind of
just a giant behind the scenes.
Yeah, a giant behind the scenes, so they can. And now that might, y'all tell us if that would spoil the illusion too much.
If you want to see our offices.
Yes, see our offices, or if that's something that would genuinely interest you for those of you who can't actually come here in person, who live too far away or whatnot. It may be a cool thing to have you be able to experience the physical look of not the galleries, not a gallery tour, but just the History Center. You're practically family anyway. We might as well show you around the house.
Yeah. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
So yeah, Libba, has anyone put any questions that they want to ask us? Or
Okay, let's see. So we've got, Make Mistake says, hooray, congrats on meeting your goal. Yes, thank you so much. And Sue says, the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
When
Carol.
I went to Scotland, it made me just so happy.
Yeah.
First of all, because I saw my name everywhere. My last name,
Right.
they have Walker cookies
Yes, they
everywhere.
do.
And I always get those. Like everyone, we only have them in America for Christmas, and like my family gets so many of those because they're like, Walker, makes me thought of you. I'm like, thank you. It has my name on it. Yes. At least I like them. That's probably a good thing.
Right, yes.
Yes. But also there was just like unicorns and my name everywhere. And I was
Everywhere.
like, this is home, which ancestrally is.
And Carol says, great idea, but I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know what idea it was, but it was a great one, though.
Thanks.
So thanks, Carol. Probably
Thank
about the
you.
program.
No, that's the behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
tour.
re-
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
behind the
that'd be
scenes
really
walking tour
cool.
of the History
Yeah,
Center.
and Robert Ashton also says congratulations.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Now, let's see. I'm gonna pop back in. I must admit, I'm having trouble with our raffle rewards. This is a Streamlabs that we use. What you donated through. This is a new system where you get to choose a reward, and basically, I'm trying to figure out. Okay. But now how do I figure out what people chose? Thought that would be easy when I pressed the export button, and then it was completely blank. But don't worry, if we're not able to choose our raffle winner today, we will contact you to make sure that that you entered the raffle, and we will celebrate with a post and an email. So
Everyone's still going to win. So
yes,
don't
everyone's
worry.
still going to win. So I do apologize that we can't have the big raffle reveal right now. Sorry about that.
We could just do a drum roll for 5 minutes and then go off the air.
Yeah, there we go.
And the winner is.
But I guess that also means if you want, you could enter our raffle in the next
true.
5 minutes.
We're giving you more time.
Right.
Yes, there we go. We're giving you more time. So sorry about that, but we'll figure it out.
I just noticed the people have been putting more things in, haven't they? Didn't the line go up, or did I imagine?
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. We had
yes.
an anonymous donation for a digital membership of $20. So excellent!
yay.
Thank you so much, anonymous. Really appreciate that. So yeah, we are at $3,225 out of our $3,000 goal.
Wow.
That is just fantastic.
really good.
And this has been an awesome event. And don't worry, for anyone who entered the raffle, we will contact you.
We know who you are.
We know who you are. Yes, we've got your information. So, y'all, this has been fantastic. I'm already looking forward to our 3rd annual telethon. And of course, if we'd love to know, like, if you have any ideas for or things that you liked about this year's telethon, we did some new things. So we debuted more of our programs that you get with our members membership, our digital membership. Less sleep, not good. But we also did like fun little games throughout the chat. We had. I think we had a more successful live trivia this time with Kahoot and everything. And so if there's any other things or any ideas that you think would be fun for next year's telethon, we are all ears all the time. Anything that you want to share with us. Oh, thank you so much, Wilkins
thank
family. I bet that was for a raffle entry. So let me bump it up to now we have 3,230.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Yeah. Just because the telethon's not going doesn't mean you still can't send us, like Libba says, your ideas, your thanks, things like that to info@negahc.org. That comes to all of us, and so anything you want to send, if you just want to start an email chain letter conversation, we might go for that. We might respond
If
too.
we have time, we might.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right.
You never know.
And of course, as a member, we have a new members portal where at any time as a member you can suggest a program, and our members have priority over our program requests, especially for our member programs. So you can help us decide what our member schedule is going to be, and you can also in our members portal preemptively ask questions for the next upcoming live stream. So, for instance, we had a live stream where you could meet Abraham Lincoln, and we had questions that were given to us beforehand, which was really cool, because if there's something more specific, then our living in history interpreter can specifically address that. And that's just a really great, another great benefit of being a member or a digital member here. So, oh my goodness, it's 8:59. Oh, thank you, Wilkins family. Another $5. Let's bump it up to $235. Yay! Yes. So now, of course, if you are watching our live stream later, I do believe that I have our the donations for this link below set up to go until tomorrow. So that is Sunday, December 5th. So you can help us even more if you couldn't catch the live stream on Friday or today, and you're watching. Then do feel free. You can support us, of course, but you can always support us by going to our website and clicking that donate button, or becoming a digital member, or simply sharing what you love about the Northeast Georgia History Center and our programs with your friends and family. Word of mouth is an excellent free way to help us out. Oh, and Leslie says that since she's at the front desk, Leslie can take phone donations all day. So if we're open, we will help you out over the phone. Oh, and Elizabeth says, congrats on 24 hours. Our kids have loved the Homeschool Connection class.
Yay!
Yes, thank you so much. That's awesome, Elizabeth. And yes, and Leslie's just reminding everyone, yes, she can take your phone donations all day. And speaking of all day, Marie, there is I can't believe this, as if this telethon wasn't enough.
Yes.
What are you going to be doing today?
So today is also Super Saturday.
Woo!
Yay, Super Saturday!
Super Saturday!
So that is a newer program that we have debuted here at the History Center. The first one that we ever did was back in October.
Yeah.
And that's when Libba portrayed Juliet Gordon-Lowe.
Oh, so fun.
And
Yes.
for all of our Girl Scouts. So if you have a Girl Scout or Boy Scout troop out there, we have a lot of programs that would fulfill badge requirements
Yes,
for
we
you.
do.
And I'd be happy. I've gone through and I've like put together a list. So just email me and I'm here for y'all. If you want to do that virtually, we can.
Yeah.
There was actually a Boy Scout troop that I talked to about Native Americans in
That's
Jordan.
right. Yes,
country,
yes. All
yeah.
the way in
Jordan.
Jordan. Yes,
We
that
zoomed
was so
with
neat.
them to do
Like the Levant, Jordan.
Yes.
Yes.
yes, and we zoomed with them because that was part of one of their badge programs
Mm-hmm.
was to learn about Native American cultures in America. So we did it.
Yeah,
And
that
it was
so
super
cool.
fun. I think that might be our farthest
I think so.
Probably. So-
like international
Yeah.
program
Program,
that we
yeah.
ever did, which was like just so cool where we're just like we got an email and we're like, wait, you're where?
I know. It's just like,
Like we
I'm
have to
so
coordinate
glad.
with what time zone?
I'm so glad that we pop up on Google.
So that was really fun. But yeah, we have a lot of those for different types of groups, Boy Scout groups, Girl Scout groups. We had a Girl Scout brownie troop that came in, and Libba did Juliet Gordon-Lowe, so the troop got
yes.
to meet Juliet
was
Gordon-Lowe,
so
and it was
fun.
so sweet. It was so cute. They learned so much and got to have that experience. But today, we are doing Winter on the Homestead, so I will be making beeswax candles. I just got a whole shipment of beeswax in, so
Nice.
everyone, I'm ready. And then I'm also going to be doing crocheting demonstrations, and we have some extra yarn and some extra hooks, so if you want to try it yourself, you're welcome to. Come out to the White Path cabin with me, and we'll have some good old-fashioned fun.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, if you are a local human here in Gainesville or you just enjoy parades or Christmas, we are going to be marching in the Green Street
Yeah.
Christmas Parade. That's what I was making the banner for
Right.
yesterday.
Yes, right. Yeah.
And also decorating the History Center for Christmas. So if you want to come see the History Center all decked out for Christmas before going to the parade,
Yes.
please do so. We are so close to the parade route. We're
Yes,
like
it's
literally
great.
right on it. So like we would literally be on your way.
Yeah.
If you want someplace warm to hang out before.
You could park here too.
Exactly. If you come here, you can park here. I mean,
Yes.
that's a good deal.
Yeah.
If you come to the History Center, it's free parking. If you come to the History Center, and then you are literally like guaranteed a fantastic spot on the parade route.
Yeah.
So come see the History Center decorated for Christmas. Come see our exhibits. Get a nice warm place to stay, a good place to park.
Yeah.
Go to the parade, wave at us as we march by. We'll be marching out there in historic costumes. We have our banner ready to go. So we will be just having all the fun and getting to go see all the historic houses open.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting to hear some live music. That I hear there's a good band playing.
There is a good jazz band
Yeah.
playing. Not me, my son.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And then also the History Center will be open for a little bit after the parade too.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, speaking of the holidays, our last family day of the year is coming up. So
Yes.
if you're in the area, we have a Christmas Carol, our free family day event. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to be caroling. We're going to be dancing. We're going to be reading Christmas stories. We're going to be making really cool Christmas crafts and holiday crafts as well. So this is going to be super fun. And it's going to be very, very much a Christmas Carol Christmas, very Dickensian and Victorian.
Yes. So we're really learning about basically where did all of our modern ideas, and besides like the religious notions, but like where did those ideas come from for Christmas? Like how did we start decorating Christmas trees and sending Christmas cards?
Spoiler alert, it's all the Victorian era.
Yes.
It really is. And it got popularized because of Queen Victoria, her husband, Prince Albert, their family, but also Charles Dickens in writing this book
Yes.
that was incredibly popular, incredibly successful, kind of saved Dickens' career a little
Right.
bit. There.
Ah.
And then also he's kind of been known as like the man who invented Christmas.
Right.
Because it gives us that book kind of goes back to the origins of giving at Christmas time, or
And-
popularized it at
Right.
least.
Yeah.
Generosity and Yes, things like yes.
You know, the spirit of Christmas. I mean, they have at least 3 spirits that come and visit,
Exactly.
right? Of giving, of looking out for those who are less fortunate for you, of really celebrating just humanity and being a good human and realizing what, you know, life is all about.
Yeah.
And about relationships and about.
You're giving all of Family Day away.
No, you got to come experience
Okay, well, you
it.
got to come experience it, okay? I'll have to stop talking now. But come to our Family Day. We're going to be doing all of that. We'll be singing carols, making cards,
Yes.
Christmas crafts, Christmas cookies, all that good stuff. So be sure to come on out. I mean, it's free, y'all. It's free.
Yeah, and that is on Sunday, December 12th. And of course, you can always check out our upcoming events on our Facebook, on our website, and we can't wait to see y'all again, virtually or in person. If you join us for Lo-Fi History on Tuesday, that is our next live stream program.
Yes.
And once again, I mean, we're already past the hour, so I think,
yes.
Marie, you've got to get ready for some candle making and
do.
crocheting. I need to sleep. So thank you all again. We just can't express how thankful we are.
History is awesome. The History Center is awesome. But y'all are above and beyond the best things that have ever happened.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For sure. So thank you, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.